Yo, what it is, what it ain't, YouTube. This your boy MJT, aka MJ Talented, coming at you with another banger video, man. First, I'm finna get y'all my input on this Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle trade that happened yesterday. Let's get into it. The Minnesota Timberwolves, was in the conference finals last year. Saw a great team, great camaraderie between Ant and Cat. They finally found their place in their lineup. Then you got Rudy Gobert, who they picked up a couple seasons ago. That team went to the conference finals last year against the Mavericks and lost, but they showed growth in the team. So everybody assumed that, okay, the Timberwolves gonna get them another season to go. If you go to the conference finals, just give me one more season. Just give me one more season and see how it goes. And then you make a decision after that. If it don't work out, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody already assumed that Cat was gonna be the odd man out when it comes to who's staying with the Minnesota Timberwolves for the future and who's leaving. Now, I've been doing my research and I've been listening to a lot of people talk about this trade. They also said that they had to make a decision. If they didn't make that trade this year, then next year, they was gonna have to get rid of Naz Reid and Alexander Walker, something like that. They ain't want to do that. And Naz Reid is one of the best big men in the league, especially coming off the bench. Like, you don't want to get rid of him. And I don't know, it's just like, it was just crazy how this trade happened. Right now, I think it's a win-win for both teams, all right? Probably a little bit more Knicks, if you want to count fit, the Knicks won the trade. But to me, I kind of lean towards, I like what Minnesota Timberwolves got in the trade. They got Julius Randle and they got Donte DiVincenzo. That is a 3-and-D guard who can also play some point, which he played in Villanova sometimes, and he can play some defense. So you got Donte DiVincenzo and Edwards on the perimeter playing defense. Like, come on, dog. That's a great defensive tandem right there. And then you already got McDaniels, them top three locked down. Then you got the best rim protector in Rudy Gobert. The defense is already nasty last year. Is even more nasty. But like I said, I think it's a win-win trade. Now, Julius Randle really don't fit the Timberwolves when it comes to spacing, because right now, let me look at their stats. So last season, before Julius Randle got hurt, he averaged 24 points per game, 9 rebounds a game, 5 assists, shooting 47.2% from the field, 31.1% from three. Now, like I said, with the Timberwolves getting Randle, it does kind of clog up the paint still for Anthony Edwards, but they gonna make it work. I'm just imagining like lineups they can use. Like, I can see them sitting Rudy Gobert at the end of the game and playing Naz Reid and Julius Randle. Even though Julius Randle's not a great three-point shooter, he still can knock down a shot. So that can be spacing right there. And then like I said, Donte DiVincenzo, he's a defender. He's a quick three-point shooter. He shot like 41% from the field last year, and he could shoot it from deep. Then they just picked up young boys from the draft. Like, everybody trying to downplay. Everybody saying that Timberwolves gonna take a step back this upcoming season. They might not. You still have a lot of great teams in the West, so it's gonna be hard for the same teams to make it to the conference finals. But like I said, you do lose spacing with that trade when it comes to Timberwolves. Like I said, Cat, they finally figured it out last year, and the fact that y'all didn't give that tandem another chance after making it to the conference finals is crazy. It's a little weird. Now, from the Knicks side of things, I love the fit. Like I said earlier, you have Karl Anthony Towns at center now. You have Brunson at point guard, which is a bona fide star, maybe even a superstar in the future. Then you acquired Mikal Bridges in the trade. You also signed Anunoby to a massive contract as a role player. That massive overpay. He stayed hurt and everything. I don't know about that one, but you still got them guys. Like I said, your shooting guard kind of went thin when you traded away DiVincenzo. I feel like they can make it work. I like that lineup. That's a big lineup who gonna play some defense. Sometimes when Karl Anthony Towns have his head on straight, he can play some solid defense as well. He did a pretty good job, even though Jokic is still Jokic. He did a pretty good job on Jokic. I like that trade for New York Knicks, but everybody gotta always say, oh, is this a new trade, blockbuster trade come out? The Knicks is the biggest threat to the Celtics in the East. Negative. Now, everybody know I'm a Paul George fan, so now I'm a 76ers. I feel like don't discount the 76ers, because we still got a good squad, a great squad. We just need some games together to get some camaraderie down. And then you still got the Bucks with Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, come on now. It's not gonna be easy in the East. I ain't gonna lie. The East definitely got better. If you even got the up and coming Orlando Magic baller. Like, come on, bro. The East top 5 teams teams, top 6, solid. Gonna be some great games in the East this year, but this does make them a little better. They was pretty thin at center. They Hartenstein going free agency to the OKC Thunder, and then Mitchell Robinson out until probably like January. So you needed a center. They definitely went and got one, and they didn't really have to pay a hefty price. Julius Randle was pretty much the Iron Man out. Since Brunson came on strong last year, you don't really need Julius Randle. You have all these wings. You have Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. I forgot about Josh Hart. Like, come on now. Like, that team gonna be a problem. That team is definitely gonna be a problem. They kind of built like the Celtics when you think about it. When you actually think about it, they got a stretch 5. They got the wings, and they got the dominant ball guard who can average like 28 points a game, 7+ assists. Easy, efficient. Both teams, I think, probably a little bit more Knicks when it comes to fit, but both teams won in this trade. I give like an A- to the Knicks. I give like a B+ to the Timberwolves to me. And you know, that's what I gotta say about that trade, man. Comment down below what y'all think about the trade. Do you think Knicks won this trade? You think Timberwolves won this trade? Like, let me know in the comments. And that's all I got for this trade, man. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Let's get it.